You want to know where I was before all this? I was just drifting around with Merle. Doing whatever he said we were going to be doing that day.
Hey, Walking Dead fans, welcome back to the channel. A spin-off film centered on The Walking Dead's Daryl Dixon is in development, according to reports. They're saying that AMC is working on a movie about Daryl and that it's not been greenlit yet, but it is in discussion. And I figured that a little bit, that Daryl would have his own transition movie, kind of like we've been talking about Michonne having her transition spinoff. And not sure, I would say that the Daryl movie, maybe the Michonne movie, would be on AMC and not at a movie theatrical release type presentation, and would be some type of transition piece and its own story about that character, or a little journey about that character, because it says that Daryl's movie, as well as Michonne's, we already know her spinoff transition piece would be about her journey to find Rick, where she left off from the show. And she left off in such a weird way. She didn't die. Her story didn't come to a close. So you know there's got to be something. She's either going directly into the movies, or there's going to be a transitional spinoff, as we've discussed several times before, even way back. And we've probably even mentioned Daryl could have his own. I know we talked about stuff like Negan having his backstory little movie or spinoff or series, and I don't think we're going to get that. It doesn't look like it anyway. I'm not sure how much back in time stuff they're going to do, except like the flashback stuff with Michonne in that last episode. We got to see Andrea again and stuff like that, because Scott Gimple said that he would be bringing back some characters that we've lost. And there you go. Several characters came back. Glenn, Heath, Andrea, a bunch of people came back during Michonne's hallucination, even though it was reused footage from old shows. Because there is rumors that The Walking Dead could end in season 12, and that's based upon running out of comic book material. But Scott Gimple, again, has said several times that it won't end. The main show will not end season 12. But I think that may be season 11 or 12 if Daryl gets his own spinoff. And the reason being is his transition into the movies. He would be just like Michonne. She's looking for Rick. Daryl would go off looking for Rick and Michonne. So that would have to be at least by 11 or 12 if Daryl wants to end up in the second or at least by the third movie. And if he leaves the show as well, will he be coming back? Michonne's probably not coming back. Rick's probably not coming back. Who will be taking care of Judith and RJ, and will they reunite? I think the entire universe will kind of come together, like I say, in a war type thing. I think the shows will connect to the movies more so by the third movie. It'd almost have to get Judith and RJ. I don't think Judith and RJ will go along with Daryl in his spinoff. So, you know, where are they and how are they being taken care of? It could be Maggie. Is she still on the show? There's a lot of questions up in the air, but I've been looking forward to Daryl having his own spinoff, especially since Michonne is seemingly going to get hers. This did kind of stem from, I think, an article from We Got This Covered, and they're not necessarily the most reliable source, but they have got a few things right as far as some leaks and stuff. One thing this post said as well is that Daryl will be looking for Rick and that he will have flashbacks of his brother Merle. Now, you know, to bring brother Merle back into the picture is cool, and I understand, and I love Michael Rooker, don't get me wrong. It's just he's aged a lot, and to bring Merle back, I don't know how that's going to work. That kind of threw me off a little bit when I heard that part. I do think they'll probably have a Daryl spinoff or something, but this kind of made me think this news could be bogus, or if they're really going to have Merle in it, it's just, I don't know. It could be cool. I would like to see Merle back, but I don't know if it's like that, some type of flashback. What is it with all of these flashbacks and hallucinations and stuff? I mean, you know, everybody's having them. It's been like the writers sitting in the writer's room. They're like, oh my God, how are we going to tell this story? And somebody speaks up, well, there's got to be a flashback or a hallucination somehow. The same source, We Got This Covered, also is stating that their sources, that they say their sources have been right. These particular sources have been right before, that Negan and Judith will also eventually be in the movies. And just like I was just saying, it'll all lead that way, I think. So maybe it's Negan that Judith is left with when Daryl goes on his adventure, and then somehow Negan and Judith and maybe some of the others end up reuniting with Rick as well, possibly by the third movie. I don't know. It's I'm not sure what Gimple really has in store for everything, but he has been setting stuff up for a while. I do think in several years, when all of this is kind of played out and we watch some of the earlier episodes, since probably around season 6 on, we'll see a lot of little tidbits here and there that match up, and we'll see what Gimple was trying to do a little clearer. A lot of the things we do see, the A and B, the helicopter group, we don't know their entire mythology. We don't know a lot of the stuff as far as direct answers. We have a lot of theories out there, but we don't know any direct answers on some stuff. And once all of that plays out, I think we'll be able to watch stuff back and go, oh, that's why they set this up or put that in there. But that's it for this video. I wanted to keep it short and sweet and just let you know the news that it's probably going to be out there in more abundance as far as once it gets picked up by other outlets and stuff. Everybody will hear about it. So it'll be widespread news if it's not already by the time this video is uploaded. But it definitely creates a discussion for something for us to talk about in the comments below. So let me know what you think about the Daryl spinoff, the transition from him going from the show to the movies. And, you know, could it be the end of the show? Who would be left on the show? Carol? Will Carol be the only original character left on the show? Will something happen to her as well? I think so. I think she'll either end up in the movies. She could die. I don't know. Maybe she will be the last man standing on the show as far as original characters. But let me know what you guys think about it all in the comments below, and I will join you there. Stay home, stay safe. Hope everybody's doing all right. This is James in the Nashville area, Tennessee, USA. And just a shout out. Hope you guys are safe. Everything's going pretty good. I've got what I need and just laying low and hanging in there. And I thank you guys for all of the support. Every time you watch a video, I know sometimes you guys are like, why you got all those ads, man? And it's the only way. You guys just simply watching a video for free, even though there's an ad there, that's how I make a little bit on the side, you know, to keep going and keep the channel going and keep things going. You know, I don't have a Patreon. I don't have a membership set up yet. And I may start those things, but I don't have them yet. You know, begging for money, that kind of thing. I feel weird doing it. So I haven't done those things yet for support. And I hope to maybe up the channel a little bit, you know, try to do a little better before I get to that point. But right now, the support comes from just simply you guys watching and maybe not skipping an ad every now and then or something. But I do appreciate all of the support, and I definitely appreciate all the comments and everything and just the discussion, because that's why I'm here, and I'm glad that's why you're here. And I hope we can continue this together. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more dead stuff.
You really think this asshole's gonna let you go? Just follow my lead, little brother. We're getting out of this.